And I just got back from the local grocery. The Hatch chilies are starting to hit in town, so they're looking really good. If you'll take a peek here, pull one out. They're nice and cool and fresh, real waxy and shiny looking. It's a sight to see. This is the day when they're, oh man, that's so good. I'm gonna get these out and roast them now, so we'll check them out. I got a pot of beans on the stove, and it's beans and chili tonight, so hang with me. Forget this step. Folks, it's been a really good year this year for the harvest. The Rincon Valley, that's where the Hatch chili comes from. It's real special because basically that grows at about 4,000 feet elevation in the southern end of New Mexico. It's just perfect soil and climate conditions to grow this particular pepper. You really can't grow it anywhere else. We've tried to bring it to Texas and grow it. You really can't do it. We can grow serranos, jalapenos, everything does real good, but you just can't get this green chili to grow without wilting. It's got to have that dry consistency. And the monsoon season is real important. Right now, the rains have been perfect this year. It's just a little bit on and off. This is the first harvest of the chili, so it's early harvest. And what I bought here is all hot. I bought this from HEB. So I'm going to check it out. This is my test of the batch, and then we'll see where we go from here, whether I got to drive up to New Mexico and buy my own, or we're going to go to the store and pick it up. So if I do, right now this is going for 77 cents a pound today, so that's excellent. But I'll roast some of it up, put it in the chili and beans tonight, and I'll give you a report of the harvest. So we're hoping for a really good harvest. So far the monsoons aren't going to ruin the picking. It's all done growing. It's just time to pick it all right now. So, we'll see. Give it a taste test here. So what I got is I got 3 hot burners and then a couple of cool burners. So I've got a cool side and a hot, really, really hot side. So I'll find my hot spot and rotate peppers in and out a little bit, starting with the thickest that I've got. And then what I'm looking for is make sure I get them blistered pretty much like this, where it's all the way around. And then I'm going to let these steam a little bit. But these are moving really nice. The shape of the peppers and just the look of them this year are perfect. These were picked perfectly. And I got to tell you, these were real fresh. What I picked up at HEB Cedar Park today is perfect. This is the day to do it. And when you go to pick up your chilies, don't hesitate. Roast those when you get them home. The more you wait, the more they start to wilt. Some of them are always going to show wrinkle, a little bit of wrinkle, and then they lose that waxiness. If you can't see that waxy little sheen on these peppers, don't buy them. They're losing most of their flavor, and I don't know, the little pizzazz that a pepper has, it goes away pretty quick. So the timing of these is pretty important when they hit the market. These were driven straight here, it appears, and I'd say these were driven here yesterday, maybe last night. Fresh meat up in there. Okay. Another good little tip and trick is I take these and I'm going to lay them out, and I don't want to spread them out. I want to kind of pile them up. I lay them almost in a pile right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them steam in their own. They're going to keep cooking a little bit, but now the flame will be gone from them. And it'll help this blister effect. So I'll just let these sit, and I'll cover them, let them cool a little bit. Work some magic. I wish you could smell this. Alright, this is that point where it gets a little bit toxic and you got to be careful. So as you see, I put on some good nitrile gloves, And what I'm doing, I'm getting these chilies that I burnt up. Let me grab a really good one so that you can see how that it really comes off well. And you'll see it's charred. This one may not come off the back, but we're going to really force it. So what I start doing is I just kind of like peel away on the char and get rid of it till I can come back to the back side of this chili and peel that off. And as you see, I'm getting a pretty good aroma. This is hot chili. Then I take, when I get it back down to where I've got most of the char off of it, I like to come back and get the whole seed pod out at once and just pull around it. And pull these seeds down one time to knock them down, and then the rest of them get into the chili mix. But you see I got a pretty good fillet there. Maybe clean it up a little bit more. But keep going. Now, another thing to note is, I'll pull this one apart, and the chili, if you'll notice, there's these little strands, these tiny strands that run long vertical with the chili. Those are the veins, and that's where the heat is. I like to leave that part in to keep the heat, but if not, you can also just grab just the veins, and you can pull those out of there, and that little thing right there will regulate a lot of heat out of it. So, but see, we're going to put that right back into that chili because that's also a ton of flavor. And as you get closer up to the seed pod end of that vein, definitely it increases in intensity. So if you're at this end of the pepper and it's hot, you can see why it gets hotter as you eat up a pepper into the pod. And some of those pods, they'll get downright evil by themselves. So you got to be careful. And I can tell this batch, I've got a sneaky feeling it's pretty hot. I did buy the hot, and sometimes I laugh at what shows up in Texas as hot. But also it's a good year. And it's early, so you know what? The hotter peppers are yet to come. So I think we've got another couple of weeks. But HEB in Texas will not go buy more. They'll sell this till it's gone. So at that point, if it's that good, we'll make sure we buy this year's batch that's frozen up there. That's for sure. But this is great in salsas, it's great in chilies, it's great in stews. Check out my other videos here. I can show you a lot more about preparing green chilies and stews and just the ins and outs, a little bit about how to flavor them up. But I'm going to make a chili for tonight, so that's what these are going into. And it does look like I'm going to get probably about, maybe a 2-pound yield out of this, out of the 3. So it's not too bad. A bad little haul for, I think I spent about $2.10 on that amount of chili right there to bring home and prepare for myself. So there you go. Check it out.
Never good looking, ain't gonna let it fuck me. I'm gonna trust in the Lord, just the way I say.
Made a good batch of chili up out of that. Mixed it up with some tomatoes, green onions, garlic, and my onions. Came out really good. If you see it there, that's tasty as can be. It's a great batch. Yeah, I was right. This is really hot chili this year, but it's gotten excellent flavor. So get out, roast your chili early. This is the week. See ya. Thanks.
The boss man tried to get me, ain't gonna let her bug me. The boss man tried to get me, ain't gonna let her bug me. The boss man tried to get me,